die Verbrennung der Amerikaner.
Before I cover the fragrance, I just wanted to read a poem by Henry Rollins from his book, Now Watch Him Die. I've actually met Henry Rollins before in St Kilda, and growing up he was probably the biggest inspiration for me. I won't go into that right now, maybe in another video on another day, but Henry Rollins has always been somebody that I looked up to, and so I'm going to read one of his poems. It does not have a title. It's pathetic, the spectacle I create. It's truly obscene. All this noise, all the bother, sometimes it's more than I can live with. I disgust myself all the time. That's why I leave silently. I don't feel glory. I feel desperation and horror. What a lie. I think it's a life. So yeah, poem by Henry Rollins from Now Watch Him Die. These books of his are exceptionally expensive here in Australia. They're very difficult to find. I think I almost own every book he's released, except his photography books. You know, I've spent a lot of money of them over the years just because I've always really admired how raw his writing is. Anyways, I won't go into it. Back to the fragrance. What is up, my beautiful mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing and giving my first impressions of Nike Man Green, not Nike Man Ultra Green. Now, Nike have been humble purveyors of beautiful men's fragrances and women's fragrances for many, many years now. Typically, they are clone fragrances, and I've heard from quite a few of you guys, from you beautiful people on YouTube, that this is a clone of Black XS. And I have my bottle of the original Black XS here, and I also have my reformulated bottle of Black XS here. So what I'm going to be doing is having a sniff of this and then comparing it with the other two fragrances. I'm a big fan of Nike fragrances. For $15 Australian and under, what you get is usually pretty exceptional value. Everything's worth trying, but in particular, Nike Man Indigo, that's a clone of Hugo Boss Bottled, and Nike Man Blue is a clone of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male. So you can see it's still got the cellophane wrap on it. I'm just going to be removing that now. Here it is without the cellophane wrap. Very bold presentation, definitely going to appeal to teenagers. And just like with the rest of these Nike fragrances, there's like this annoying plastic casing. I always want to chuck it away, but it rattles around in like the cardboard if you don't leave it in. So better off just keeping it, eh? Alright, and here we go. Nike Man Green. I'm really eager to smell this one. Atomizer is not the best Nike atomizer I've seen. Very fruity, fresh. Let's try the reformulation. Get some of that excess alcohol off. Nike Man Green. Nike Man Green has more citrus to it. It's also the fresher of the two fragrances, but they are similar enough to where I can understand why people say that Nike Man Green is a clone of Black XS. Now, I'm not going to waste a spray of the original Black XS just because it's getting so difficult to find here in Australia. But you can smell it quite strongly through the atomizer. It smells closer to the reformulated Black XS, to my nose at least. It's just a slightly more youthful, less earthy interpretation of the Black XS reformulation. The thing is though, you can pick up 100 ml of Black XS for like $50 Australian, and I mean, at that price I still think $50 is reasonably affordable to a lot of different Australians, to a lot of people around the world. Nike Man Green, 200 ml for $15. You get most of the way there, I will say, but of the Nike clones that I've smelt, this is probably the most dissimilar to what it's supposed to sort of be. Nike Man Blue and Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male smell remarkably close to one another. It's almost like for like, but there is a slight difference with these two, in my opinion. They are not 100% identical to one another. I would say that they're, somewhere around the 85 to 90% mark. If you like Black Excess, especially the reformulated version, you will definitely like this one. And if you like Nike Man Green, you'll definitely like Black Excess. I do prefer Black Excess. I just feel like it's a little more sophisticated. It's got a little bit more complexity to it. But Nike Man Green for $15 Australian, it is very hard to dislike at that price, and I do think it still has a place on the market. If you've ever smelt Nike Man Green before, let me know in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts, and I know there are a couple of you out there that are really glad that I probably covered this one finally, and it feels good to be covering it. Eventually I want to own all of the Nike fragrances and then do like one big massive video where I compare them all to one another and make a final recommendation about which is the best value for like the $15 price point. Yeah, they're both pretty nice, but Black Excess is better. Anyways, until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.